How's it going, guys? It's your boy Saint, back at it again with the pet continent. What I want to show you guys, I had a little surprise. This is kind of why I started this channel. But they got a new event going on, and um, yes, I did buy into it. But one, I needed the resource, and two, they had a few mons I like Gibble. I mean, that's a underrated pick right there, especially if you don't, just for $5. I mean, go ahead and do it. I would go ahead and do it. But I want to get on here, and like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because I want you guys to realize whether, if you're going to spend money on this game, which packs to do it on and what to look for. And so, yeah, I spent a little bit over $300 just to get everything I needed for this. But what's important is you guys get a shiny Greninja, what was this, low kick, and the talent tape, which, cool. Not really. I want you guys to pay into this. Um, I want you guys to pay into this because of this little thing right here, the Brightstone. It says improve Reshiram and Kyurem, increases the power of their dragon, ice, and fire abilities by 50%, increases the power of other types by 20%. So not only do you get that, but you also get this right here, the genes. Oh, I'm not gonna butcher that word. Y'all ain't about to make fun of me. It says used in Pokemon research centers, the Kyurem and Reshiram various corresponding morphological combination. And so pretty much what it's saying is this is a combiner for Reshiram and Kyurem. So I say you guys get both of those and put in for this Brightstone, because that's a super broken ability right there, or not the ability but held item. And I mean, I want you guys to have the best account possible. So when you see something like that with a busted held item, that's offer it. Just go ahead and go for it. If you are willing to spend money on here, I mean, that's why, like I said, I do this, but at the same time, I wanted to show you guys kind of what they got going on. I am training the. This is the finished product for Kyurem uh, and Reshiram. This the white Kyurem with the held item. I already got Greninja at 50, which I should have put in the Kyurem, but I fell into my desires of just a little bit. I'll get there one day. But let's go over some of their stats and whatnot, some of their attacks. Where they at? So looking at Greninja at level 50, not looking bad at all. Has a very good attack at 3,246, and then special attack is looking pretty good too. Speed don't look too bad. I would want it to be a little bit higher, but at the same time, he is not broken all the way to where I would like him to be. But I'm trying to hold off, which is why I haven't special trained him or put in any IVs, because I'm waiting to get a Feraligatr so I can just dump into him. But Greninja's going to be a nice little side project that I have. Like I said, I'll show you guys Kyurem. White Kyurem's looking good. Don't really care for that attack or that defense, but at the same time, he's level 33, so he has a very good character. What was this? Yeah, character ability thingamajig. I don't really. It's nature. I'll call it nature in the normal Pokemon game. So like when I see these words, it kind of just throws me for a loop. But what conserve, I'm right where I need to be. What special attack up and normal attack down. I mean, I may possibly change it to defense or something. So then that way I can profit from both attack and special attack. It's not gonna let me show you guys the Brightstone thing again. But like I said, I mean, I've already special trained him up to his 4th star slot. Hopefully I get him up to his next one. By the time I get him up to his next one, he's level 50. But I'll show you guys his abilities that he has. He has Mist Maker and Pressure. We all know what Pressure does. Every Once you throw that Pokemon out, if it has the Pressure ability, it'll make your opponent use 2 PP, 2 Poke Power instead of an additional Poke Power for whatever move they use. But what's important here, actually, I have a stone for that. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. The Mist Maker, foggy for 5 rounds. Pokemon on ground won't fall in abnormal states. Damage from Dragon moves negative 50%. So, of course, we're gonna go and build into that. And like I said, whenever you build into these stones, like right here it says on XP, that's the number that you want to reach. And the crit, I don't really know what that means. So I guess it's assuming that it gives you like a little bonus XP if you fill the bar up. But that's why I told you guys, keep your resources, keep your XP. I'm not gonna use anything, but if I were to, it would be the legendary and mystical crystal, just so that I could, get him that 1 bar, so I could get the Mistmaker stone. Because like I said, that's a very broken ability. Negative 50% plus what did the stone say? Plus additional 50% for the dragon, ice, and fire abilities, and every other ability gets 20%. Like that's ridiculous. Like if you build Kyurem into the special attacker that he's supposed to be, or White Kyurem into the special attacker he's supposed to be, broken character right there. He would just be another Xearnes for my account. This is what his stats will look like if I were to special train him again. But like I said, he's very, very weak right now. I haven't put in much into him. Maybe possibly one day he'll get back to, this main. He'll get to this main team status, because I mean, their stats are just stupid like across the board. Like, shiny Tapu Koko is my lead Pokemon. He's he just has some really broken abilities with Nature's Madness and Water Mirror. I try and take advantage of those, and when I can, throw out Toxic just to be a little toxic to everybody else. But I mean, you guys can see here. I mean, his attack, defense, and special attack, and special defense are immaculate. And then you get down to his speed, and it's just like, wow, like this thing can do what he needs to do. But say if you guys do come across the Tapu Koko banner and you guys want to buy into it, 100% do it, because this little stone right here, of course it won't let me view it, but it has this trait that lets me attack ground and rock type Pokemon with thunder or electric abilities. And once I saw that, it was just like I had an epiphany. It was like, I gotta have Tapu Koko, because that's an absurd ability to have, because the people who do have electric type Pokemon on here usually get walled by either another electric type Pokemon or a ground type Pokemon. So, like I said, if you guys can, get that. I built him to kind of be a mixed attacker only because of his abilities. Like, as you see here, you know, Toxic obviously doesn't matter, but Nature's Madness and Thunderbolt are 2 special abilities. But Water Mirror is a strong physical ability, and so this is how his kit works out. I throw him into battle, and his ability Electrician activates for 5 rounds, which won't let any Pokemon on the field sleep, and it's basically electric terrain, but kind of amped up. But with that, I throw on Water Mirror, which already hits at 90 power. It's a fairy move, and when there's a field effect, it gets a 30% increase in power. So, I mean, saw that and was just like, chef's kiss, because absolutely needed that. So that's why I built Tapu Koko to be that way. I don't know. I'll put a lot of stat points into HP, because I want him to be able to take a hit. Because as long as he's on that field, he's going to be dominating and controlling it. And he's a great disruptor. lead, just smokes. Like you're not gonna come at me unless it's correct. And there's not very many answers for Tapu Koko, especially one built like this. But as you guys can all see, like I mean, all his stats are maxed out. I mean, same thing with Xearnes. I could talk about this Xearnes forever. This was the first thing I ever got on this account. Next to my starter Pokemon, me and X been through everything. He's been here from day one. He's a special attacker. He has the Fairy Aura ability because there ain't too many people, too many Pokemon that can handle that ability, but he handles it very well. He does have a maxed out Z move, a special Z move. Um, these are his attacks. Usually, the way I do it, I start off with Ingrain just so I can, keep that passive healing up. Because this dude's a monster. Like, he can take some hits, but I like to wall people out and make them use all their resources. And then I'm just here, like, hey, bro, good match. And knock them on their butt. Obviously, I got the moon blast, the moon blast from hell, man. No one likes to see this coming. Um, Geomancy, very, 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 very good move. If you can get that in between this and like Dragon's Dance or Swords Dance, this is exactly the type of move that you want. I do have Aurora Beam. I do plan to change that. I don't ever use it. To be honest with you guys, if I'm throwing Xerneas in, it's usually gonna be showing people why I'm the Moonblast Demon. But if I do get a better move, I'll switch it out, obviously. But yeah, my sequence of attack is usually Ingrain. Once that's done, Geomancy, and then from there it's just Moonblast. But his special attack is so high. Yeah, 6'6", 10". Like it's absurd. Like I can come into a battle and be fine just shooting off moonbeams or moonblast, but I like to get that geomancy in, and unless I'm getting immediately pressured by like another mon, or like if I'm fighting against my AI version, which when I do that, like I can't throw in Ingrain or Geomancy. I got to start off with Moonblast, 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 because if not, my AI will kill Xerneas, and then I have to work 10 times harder just to get around them, and I'll lose too many mons that I want to use for the next fight. But Xerneas is a very good example of a very good investment. Him and Tapu Koko. I do have these other four down here and whatnot, but um, really these two, Xerneas and Tapu Koko, are the stars of the show until I get my fur alligator. Because once I get him, I'm gonna have to show people why I'm the greater gator. But that's just it for today's video. I know I didn't post the last 2 days. I was just trying to take a little break and just recuperate for work. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or whatnot, definitely drop them down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you guys want. Not really a big deal. I do this out of compassion, out of love, just for the game. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely reach out. If you're curious about the game, hop in here. Like I said, we're still on that one server, so get in while the getting's good before everything starts getting turned upside down. But you guys have a great day. Saint out.